restroom. Oh, this. No, it's not a wand. It's a teacher pointy device. It's what the teachers use to point. It's not a wand. Go to the restroom. Thank you. Anyone know what we've been learning recently? Anyone? Anyone have an idea? Anyone have like an inkling? Anyone? Oh, you? Yeah. What's the tea? Spell the tea. Give me everything, girl. Shakespeare. Okay. I could get down with a little bit of Shakespeare, y'all. I know a little something about Shakespeare. That Leonardo DiCaprio in that one movie. I know a little bit about Shakespeare. Romeo and Juliet. Oh, let's talk about it. Everybody get out your pens and papers. We're gonna talk about Romeo and Juliet. We're gonna get down to Shakespeare because Leonardo DiCaprio, hello, delicious. Anyway, if we're gonna really talk about Shakespeare, we need to really get down with the nitty gritty because, girl, first of all, you woke up and you found out that man was gone. Girl, you were supposed to dip. You're not supposed to take the potion and perish with him. Like that's not how, like are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Like, it's giving we didn't really think this through. It's giving we didn't really. And anyway, what love have you ever felt that was really that serious for you? Like, let's really talk about that. Everybody get your pens and papers out. No, for real. What love was ever that deep? Because I've never felt it. I've never felt it in all my years. What love was ever that deep? Do you get what I'm saying? What love was ever that deep? Class, let's class say amen, because I'm just having a hard time understanding, you know. And also, speaking of their family, like, y'all need to chill. The family needs to actually calm it down 100% because y'all doing entirely too much for me. Like, y'all need to calm it down over a little boyfriend, over a little girlfriend. Y'all wanna act like this. Like, I know y'all like rivals or whatever, which, like, grow up. Why are we still having rivals in this day and age? Like, maybe it wasn't this day and age, but, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, why do we still have rivals? Like, we're too old for that. Y'all are too grown to be bad about some teeny boppers dating. Like, be so for real. I just think everybody in that whole story was just doing too much. Leonardo DiCaprio, though, he was eating that role up. He was definitely. Speaking of Leonardo DiCaprio, everybody turn the page. New page. At the top of the page, put Titanic. Alright, we're gonna have a discussion really quickly. Titanic, put that at the top of your page. Yep. And this is a serious discussion, y'all, so I don't wanna, no bathroom breaks, nothing like that. No. We're gonna really get down to the nitty gritty of this because we need to talk about this. Okay. Raise your hand if you've seen Titanic in this class. Okay, so almost everybody. You haven't seen Titanic. Okay, put at the top of your page -5% or -5, whatever, points, whatever. I don't know how the grading system works. Put -5. Yeah, you're getting -5 points on whatever comes next because how have you not seen culture? Get some culture, please. Anyway, as we all know, okay, Titanic, heartbreaking story, tragic, so sad. But Jack and Rose, let's talk about it. First of all, Rose, okay. Everybody be dogging on my girl Rose. They be dogging on my girl Rose. I know they could have both fit. But before we get into that argument, are y'all forgetting that Rose came from a wealthy background, y'all? She came from a wealthy background. She had a husband. Was her husband trash? Yes, but he was also wealthy. She could have been a wealthy housewife, spending all that man's money and driving him insane. Instead, she chose to, and mind y'all, she had a seat on one of those boats. That would have, automatically saved her. But she decided to get off the boat to be with Jack. She said, I want to be with Jack, or I don't want nothing. Like, it really was that deep for her. Like, y'all be trying like wasn't ride or die for Jack. She was ride or die for Jack. Put that, y'all better take notes. Write that down. She was ride or die for Jack. Verbatim what I said. She was ride or die for Jack. People try to act like she just was like F Jack. I'm gonna save myself. That is not, like, my girl literally was on the boat and she jumped off the boat. She jumped off the little lifeboat to be with Jack with a like 50-50 chance, not even 50-50, like a 90% chance that she would pass away. Let's give my girl Rose some props. Let's give my girl Rose some props. And speaking of passing away, y'all, Jack 100% could fit on that door or whatever they were on. He could fit. Like, that's not even the argument. The argument was if the piece of wood would stay afloat, he could fit. They both could fit. It was big enough for two people, but it wasn't strong enough for two people. That's the lesson. That's the lesson. Sometimes the strength is the problem, not the width. Write that down, write that down. Sometimes it's the strength that lacks. The argument is if he could fit or not. The argument isn't if he could fit or not, because he could fit. The real argument is if the wood could withstand the both of them. And the wood, you're with me, simply could not. The wood simply could not. And that's why now do I think that they could have took turns. Rose, you done lost me there. You lost me. Are you taking notes, emo kid? Oh wait, no, you're the emo kid. What are you? Well, you're also the emo kid. Okay, two of y'all, period. Are you taking notes? -5 points. I don't like your attitude. Anyway, yeah, it just, they could have took turns. Rose, you was a little bit shellfish by just staying up there the whole night. But that's not the argument. Again, he could fit. The wood just couldn't withstand the both of them. And that's just truly so inspirational. Really. Now, moving on from Rose, because I feel like she already gets enough of the heat. Let's talk about Jack for a second. Now, everybody be like in a dog on Rose, like, oh my god, Rose, she's so this, she's so trifling, blah, 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 blah. But let's really clock Jack's tea for a second, because Jack, you knew this girl for what, 2 days, 3 days, no more than a week. Why are you doing all of this? Granted, he didn't really have much of a chance, but mind you, they survived that far because of him. If he would have just survived on his own, he could have had that wood all to himself, and then my boy Jack could have been living his best life. Like, y'all really want to blame Rose? And see, this is another thing. Misogyny. Write that down, everybody. Misogyny. Highlight that. Everybody likes to blame the woman, but he's the one that chose to fight for her that whole time. He could have gone about his business, which granted, she did save him at one point. So me saying that if he would have, you get what I'm saying? But like, y'all like to blame the woman, but he's the one that was like, Rose, you're so stupid, Rose. Well, she was kind of stupid, but like, he was the one that like was like, okay, Rose, take a big breath. Like, he was rocking with Rose. So like, why are we blaming Rose for his actions? Because if he would have just left her alone, if he would have just left her to survive on her own, which I'm not saying that that's right, but like, if you really think about it, you're fighting so hard to be with me, and then when you choose to save me, then everybody's saying it's my fault. But if you would have just went about your business, then you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to clock Rose, but we don't be clocking Jack. Jack did not know that girl for no more than like 3 days, and he's doing all these life-saving measures. Like, if you would have just went about your business, minded your business, you would have been at that wood by yourself, and you would have had it all to yourself. If we really want to clock the tea, is the disgusting human being. Yeah, y'all need to be giving that energy to him. Y'all give more energy to Rose than y'all do to that man. Like, that is true misogyny. Again, write that down. Misogyny. That is true misogyny. Like, y'all don't be giving that energy to nobody. Y'all don't be giving that energy to that man, but y'all want to give that energy to Rose. Or y'all should be giving it that energy to those people who were supposed to spot that iceberg, but they wasn't paying attention or whatever they was doing. Give that energy to them, but don't be giving it that energy to Rose. Anyway, y'all, what else are we supposed to be talking about in this class? Anyway, y'all, but yes, Shakespeare, you know, how art thou, you know, if, ist, you know, that's what he said, Shakespeare, that one time. What was the emo kid number 2? I'm gonna really need you to mind your business. Since emo kid wants to hear the quote, Shakespeare said, he said, well, I'm trying to think of it. Calm down, emo kid number 2. He said, Romeo, how art thou, Romeo? Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not cheat. Our Father, amen. That's what Shakespeare said. Yeah. What? Oh, you want it? Of course you do. Emo kid number 1, you want to hear it again. Shakespeare said, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? Y'all know that part. But this is like the new translation, because this is like the newer version. And then he said, thou shalt, amen. Yeah. Any other questions about anything else? Emo kid. I'm really getting tired of seeing your hand in the air. I'm not gonna lie. What happened? The quote. I've already said the quote twice. If you didn't catch the quote, you know what? Put -5 on the top of your paper. I've had enough of you. If you didn't quite catch the quote at this point, that's a you problem, not a me problem. You're not listening. You need to use those listening skills. Put those listening skills to good use. Okay. What is it? You know what? It actually looked like the bell is about to ring. Yeah, I'm gonna actually dismiss you because the bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you. Remember that. So yes, technically there's like an hour left of class, but I dismiss you, not the bell. So I think I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah, because I'm actually kind of tired of y'all. I've actually quite had enough. But I think next class we'll talk about, what should we talk about next class? What should be the topic for next class? Oh, maybe we'll do like mythology. We'll talk about like the MCU or something, like Marvel or something like that. That's like mythology, right? I feel like that counts. So yeah, next class will be mythology. We'll talk about like Marvel or something. But yeah, thank you. How did I do? It's my first day. How did I do? I thought I did a good job, right? I thought I did a good job. I'm not asking you, emo kid number 2, or you, emo kid number 1. The two of y'all need to hush. Anyway, on the way out, please turn in your papers of the notes that you did for the class. I'm gonna take a look over them. I'm super excited. But yeah, y'all, I think y'all can go. Honestly, like I said, I dismiss you, not the bell, and I'm actually ready for this to be over. So I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss y'all. Y'all can just, roam the halls or whatever until the actual bell rings. Don't get caught though, and if you get caught, don't tell me it was me. I don't need to lose this job, y'all. Don't even know how I got it in the first place. Anyway, turn in your papers and then y'all can go. I honestly think I kind of did that. Like, I might have been